Number 3, hiring starts with the right director. Your first in-house paid creative hire is everything, and it has to be done top down. Trust me. I see brands try to save money here all the time. They start with a junior strategist or a mid-level strategist, or they move somebody else over from a different team. Please don't do that. And they wonder why nothing is working. The problem is no one's steering. You end up wasting a lot of money testing things that are not worth testing. For in-house creative to be successful, it requires high-level experienced direction. If you try to build from the bottom up, you're not being scrappy, you're wasting money in the long run. You need a director of paid media creative, which I've said, and I'm gonna say it a lot throughout this video. And you need to pay them as if they're managing an entire team, even though they're gonna start out mainly as an operator. Your director needs to get their hands dirty. They should be writing scripts and reviewing edits and overseeing production. Yes, the role evolves into management, but if they can't operate first, they don't know what they're managing. They need to experience for themselves where the system breaks so that they can find solutions and bottlenecks. And for this hire, agency experience is mandatory. When you go in-house, you go blind. You lose access to the vast wealth of data that an agency that has multiple brands spanning multiple industries has. They naturally are able to just adapt from account to account because they already have proven formulas that work. So if they have a makeup brand and they found that this one particular problem solution style UGC works, they can take that exact sequence and just shift it over to their hair care brand and make some tiny tweaks. And there's a really high likelihood that that video is gonna perform because there's data behind it from other brands. When you go in-house, you lose all of that, and it's a little scary. When you lose access to that, you're gonna rely on your director to kind of refill the coffers. If you hire the correct director, they can really make up for this lack of visibility. And the way that they do that is through their network. Your director can only replace that lack of visibility if they are connected, have agency experience, and have strong access to external insights. This network becomes your creative external nervous system. I call mine an exoskeleton agency because if you give it a silly name, it's way more fun. Ideally, this person has both agency and brand experience. But if you have to pick one, I would choose agency. What you're really hiring for is how they've been trained to think, what network they've built, and just the volume of data that they've been exposed to. If they're coming directly from an agency, great. They'll be able to bring you fresh formats that are currently working, but that's temporary. The thinking and the network are what compound. But if you're listening to this and you're like, cool story, Joe, but we already started our department and we did not do it this way, so what are we supposed to do now? That's okay. Totally fine. You don't need to blow everything up. You don't need to start over. You just need to plug in real leadership into the team you already have. In-house creative doesn't fail because teams start imperfectly. They fail because they never have somebody who's really equipped to lead.